and welcome to part 2 of our videos looking at healthy eating and supporting the immune function. In the last video we looked at the theory about how all the different nutrients can interact in various ways to keep our immune systems as strong as possible. This time I want to look at it in a more practical way and what we're going to eat and all these wonderful brightly coloured foods. So I thought we'd look at a rainbow. There's lots of ways of planning meals, but I thought it might be quite fun to look at planning our meals around all these colours of the rainbow. So the main colours of the rainbow are obviously, Richard of York gave battle in vain, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I've cheated and lumped the blue, indigo and violet all together in one group. What I've done is I've literally gone into the kitchen, or I'm going to in a minute, and I'm going to find everything I can with all these different colours in. Then I'm going to bring them out, pop them on the table, and we will see how we go from here. I also thought a rainbow was a really good time, poignant with the NHS and the rainbow symbol as well. So let's see what we can do. So here's my red collection. I seem to have a surfeit of tomatoes at the moment. So if we have a look, I've got big tomatoes, I've got red peppers. Those are the most enormous radishes I've ever seen. We've got tinned tomatoes, we've got bolognese, we've got cherry tomatoes, and we've got an apple with a little bit of red on it. Okay, so now I've added the orange in, and if we have a look, we've got some frozen carrot and swede, little satsumas, tin of mandarins, some carrots that look like they need using up, and orange pepper, and that was about the limit of my orange food. So I'm struggling with yellow, having raided the kitchen as much as I can. I've come up with the yellow bit of my red and yellow apple. I haven't got a yellow pepper left, we ate that yesterday. I've got some tinned sweet corn, some tinned pineapple, some tinned mixed fruit, and I've probably cheated a little bit and put a tin of mixed beans in, and that's got yellow sweet corn and yellow sort of coloured beans and pulses in it. And here we go with green. Green, as you can see, was much easier. So we've got frozen peas, lettuce, cucumber, green pepper, green apples, a courgette, mange tout, tin of peas and frozen beans. So with this next one, I'm definitely cheating. Richard of York gave battle in vain, so it's blue, indigo and violet. The blueberries that I normally have didn't come in the shopping, so couldn't put those on the table. So I've combined all three of those colours, and we've got some grapes, red onions, some beetroot that's in a pot because it's been opened, and an aubergine. So that is a lovely picture of my rainbow. My next plan is to see what I can make with this lot. So I was looking at a day's intake, trying to think of all the different colours. Breakfast, I decided I'd have Weetabix with grapes and an apple. In the morning, maybe some satsumas or another apple because they're only small. Lunchtime, I'm going to have a mixed bean salad wrap. I've got a tin of mixed beans, which have got all the different colours in, and then I'm going to add in radishes, cucumber, tomatoes, peppers, and I might put in a few olives. I know they're a bit salty, but just a couple. And then for evening meal, we're going to have stuffed peppers with sugar snap peas, and I'm stuffing the peppers with, I've got some Mediterranean couscous in a packet that I just add hot water to, which okay, it might not be as good as fresh couscous, but for those of you who don't know, I also have MS, and I have a lot of problems with fatigue, so it's a good help to do that one. I was then going to top that with low-fat mozzarella, but found that there wasn't any, so I've put a little bit of feta cheese in as well, and for a bit more colour I've added in some sweet corn. Now I was worried about that and I thought it might be a bit salty, but I worked out the salt content and it's well within my 6 grams a day, and to be honest, I never cook with salt, I never add any salt into anything at the table either, so it's I'm fine, I'm within my limits. And then for pudding, I've got some 0% fat Greek yogurt that I'm going to chop up and have some fruit in with that, and that should be a really yummy day's food. This is my pictures of my food for the day. You can see I'm not going to make a professional photographer. The one food that is missing from here that I normally try and include is some nuts and seeds, because they're such good sources of various vitamins, minerals, particularly selenium, and also your antioxidants. I haven't got any here because with being in lockdown I have a 24-year-old son at home who has raided the cupboard, and when I went the bag was no longer there. I hope I've given you a few ideas of how to eat a rainbow. Other hints are to plan ahead, then you're much more likely to be able to include all the different colours. Maybe challenge yourself. If you've got any children or perhaps people who don't eat quite so healthily, get them to keep a chart of their rainbow eating. And look for inspiration as well. There's lots and lots of ideas out there on the internet and in books. And then share your ideas. Use our Facebook pages as well, so we can all keep each other inspired and going. This is a picture of a chart I made up, but I mean you can make your own or get the children to make your own and take on the Rainbow Challenge. There's lots of places where you can get additional information on how to eat your rainbow, books, magazines and the internet. Just be slightly critical when you're looking at a recipe and think, is there any way that I can make this even more healthy? Can I add in some additional brightly coloured foods? Or is there something perhaps that I need to take out? Is the fat content too high? Is it something that I could perhaps use a little bit less? Or could I swap to a more healthy fat or oil? I recently saw a recipe with coconut oil in, seemed to be quite a lot, so I swapped it out and used a little bit of rapeseed oil instead. And then just watch the portion sizes as well. It may well be that the portion size is quite large and perhaps you don't need that much, so don't eat it. Or that you can have a smaller portion of the recipe and then again add in extra vegetables or salad on the side. So I hope you have a really good week and enjoy trying all these yummy, beautifully coloured foods, and thank you for listening.